You guys are giving me so much grief today.
I don't think that's what's happening.
Oh, you missed it, George. You missed it. He did the grief thing again. You're supposed to giggle.
I did.
Yeah.
That's good.
It was really good.
That.
What is that content?
Are you not as good as the professor? Can you not make millions of dollars saying, look, Secret Lair came out, it sold out?
I don't know what that content is.
I know you're recording. I'm just not afraid of you. You just don't scare me.
All right. So we will talk about that stuff. Sorcery spoilers.
We have all but one now, right? We have
No,
all but
all we're talking about was sorcery spoiler season.
Hold on. My suggestion was bad content. We're going to go over sorcery spoilers.
If you will let me finish, boo-boo.
I don't want to let you finish.
We're going to talk about this. Their spoiler season's only 2 weeks long, and it's only 8 cards. Is that enough? Should they have done more?
There's only 8 cards they spoiled?
Yeah. Well, they spoiled some more, but not like there's probably, I don't know, 20 total cards spoiled. Anyway, we'll talk about that. Oh, I still got the winker in here. Star Wars Set 3.
It's still a game?
How much to order?
Content.
How much do you order?
It's still a game?
Y'all want some? I can get you some, I bet.
And then what's the Lorcana topic?
What's his name did a interview about how the game's going and like his expansion plans.
Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, they all go to the Nadu ban.
All right, let's go. Whoa, welcome.
Are you doing it this week?
No, I'm
no,
getting
you
you
can
rolling.
never do it. You have no energy. Whoa. Welcome to me this week with you, America's most favorite and, I don't know, traveling TCG podcast. I'm, of course, joined.
I don't know.
I have nothing this week. I am out of it this week.
We are joined by George.
You have no energy. You bring no energy.
We
dude.
are joined by George, who got a new camera. The views on the podcast are going to go down. Everyone, you can listen to us on Spotify, where you do not have to see George in all of his splendor.
I will warn you guys that you can no longer see when I'm typing. So you guys, I will never interact with you guys during the Magic topics again.
By the way,
just be watching StarCraft content.
George is a full-fledged. George is a full-fledged Apple nerd now.
No, I'm waiting for the Table phone.
He's going to get an iPhone. We're going to have blue bubble text, Josh. I'm so excited. We're going to have blue bubble text.
Is there a way that I can make it so I'm still green text or no?
Yeah, but then I just won't text you.
There's no way you text anybody back despite the color of their bubble. No chance. None.
Yeah, that's fair. What is up, everybody? We're also joined by Josh from Hometown TCG. Wow. And you don't wow me. You failed the intro. You came here with nothing. You came here with absolute donkey crap nothing.
When I see my bed, I will be rejuvenated.
Yeah. I can see those dark circles on your eyes, buddy. You look tired.
It's because of the new camera. Nice. They're always there. It's just the new camera.
All right, everyone. Here's what we're talking about today.
You call yourself King Louie? I had a whole thing with King Louie.
We are sponsored by GameGrove.gg. You can go use the discount code GamerGrove to save 6% on your order. Today we are talking about
Cardio. You're doing great. Cardio.io.
We're talking about
the company. Bad name. Same thing as always. You're doing great.
Does Cardio still sponsor this podcast?
They never sponsored the podcast. This podcast has received.
This podcast has gone off the rails.
Do
you sponsor the podcast or not?
He does
not. In the comment section.
Never been a sponsor of the podcast.
Has George been hiding behind terrible camera quality and lies?
Yes. All right, we're going to talk about the Nadu ban. Well, Josh is going to talk about the Nadu ban. George and I are going to sit here. We're going to talk about Mystery Booster 2 versus the Nightmare Bundle. Which product do we want to put our money into?
I'm not making a Nadu ban solo video during this podcast.
I'm just joking. I have tons of insight to add to that.
There's no universe. I don't know what's true, but I know what's not true.
I'm going to share all my opinions on it.
I spelled it out too, George.
We're going to talk about all the new secret layer. New secret layer alert, everybody. New secret layer alert.
I knew you'd do it. I knew you'd do it. On the road to 1 million.
Wait,
is that a thing?
No. On the road to 1 million what?
Subscribers.
No.
Did you have 43,000 this week, Louie?
I don't know. I stopped. I don't care anymore. I haven't. Never mind. All right, we're gonna talk about the sorcery. We're gonna talk about sorcery spoiler
I know exactly what you were about to say.
Sorcery spoiler season. We're gonna talk about
Have
Star
you
Wars.
spoiled your card yet?
Set 3. I have today. I spoiled it today. Thanks for watching.
I told you what you could do.
I
to
was
watch it.
chat. I was on the phone with George 5 minutes before my spoiler went out. I said, "Are you gonna watch my spoiler?" He said, "Nope." I said, "I think it would mean a lot to the community if you were there watching in the comment section." He said, "Is it subscriber only mode?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Then no, I will not be there."
Subscriber can't help you.
Refuses to subscribe.
If they had given the podcast a spoiler, I'd have been there helping you out.
They did. I stole it and I made that video.
If they had
George had a one-on-one interview with the developers at Lorcana. We're going to talk about that.
You're welcome.
And then we have the Swordshire Shosh at the end. I'm getting pretty good at saying that.
George also has insight as to how many boxes Channel Fireball has for Lorcana right now. He's going to tell you.
Dude, no, you know what should be the Lorcana topic is GTS and Alliance.
Yeah, that's actually a better topic than I have.
Yeah,
that's a better topic. All right, we're changing topic.
Gosh,
good job, Donald.
That was me.
Yeah,
that was me.
Donald and Cardio, both on the fritz when it comes to sponsoring.
I was being sarcastic. Don't be so defensive.
Who, me?
All right, Josh. When I was at the shop on Monday, I had a guy come in. He brought in 5 foil Greifs. He brought in 4 Sorin Imperious Blood Lords.
Oh, wow.
And
those are really good.
And 3 of another card that I don't remember.
Did you get taken?
I bought them because I knew about the ban, but I valued them at TCG low. The price had already tanked, so I bought them anyway. Okay. Did I make a bad decision? Are these cards not Commander staples?
I don't think
you're like the Jim Cramer of TCGs, so I'm going to guess you did make a bad decision.
I don't think
the inverse Louis index has never failed me.
I buy cards all the time. I don't ever say no to buying cards. So it doesn't matter.
How do you feel about Cryptic?
Oh, sorry, cards. I have all the Cryptic cards already. Everyone.
That's not true.
I was the only person buying in the market for months.
That facts. Yeah. I don't like Sorin. Maybe
I was just joking.
Sorin's fine, I guess.
I bought the cards, but I knew what I was getting.
Yeah, Sorin's good, I guess.
Tell me what your thoughts are on the ban. So they banned Nadu, which is a new card from Modern Horizons 3.
Yeah, why don't you run through the ban, Josh, for the viewers who might not be as astute as we 3 are about this?
What else did they ban?
So they banned Nadu and surprisingly Greif in Modern.
Which was an MH2 card, right?
Yep. And they banned, I forget the creature's name, the life gain combo creature for Pioneer as well as Sorin. And they banned Greif and limited Vexing Bauble and Urza Saga in Legacy. So a couple changes. The big ones are the Modern bans, Nadu, and Pioneer's impactful, but nobody cares about Pioneer like I do. So we'll touch on it maybe. But the big discussion is why they banned it. And George, they gave a whole article about why they banned it. And let me summarize.
We made a mistake.
Our bad. We made a mistake.
I got it.
Whoopsies.
I stole it from him.
Do you think this podcast is a curse to every game designer?
It might be.
I did not consider that we were the problem.
No, you know what? We expect Magic the Gathering to make design mistakes.
That's true.
Like, who cares? Like,
that's absolutely true.
This is the company that printed Oko and was like, "Yeah, it's great, man. Let's print it, ship it, let's go."
We weren't.
They don't.
We were only elking our own food.
Like the problem is you do 20 trillion cards a year. Like they're going to mess up a lot of cards to do 20 trillion cards a year. Like that's just the way the math works.
I love that it says it was a design mistake in the very next thing. The community
really say that?
Yeah, it says Naughty Wing Wisdom
the lead designer.
The very next sentence. The community quickly identified in preview season. Oh my gosh.
This industry.
I can't wait till they start using AI. This is solved once they start using AI.
The original Nadu design.
That was a joke. Comment section. Don't you come at me. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Hey, we never joke about our machine overlords, okay? All hail Skynet.
George, did you see? I sent George an AI video today. I said it's over. It's over. It was that one that was floating around. I'm sure you saw it. It was like all the like Trump and I think Nancy Pelosi and Musk and like all the big people doing stupid stuff. It's like it's so over.
It's definitely over. Like it's over.
We should just start playing World of Warcraft because this is. I mean, that's how we go out, right?
I am so in on us playing video games for weekends today, doing this podcast and like streaming that. I'd be so in. Can we play NCAA 25 one week though?
No,
World of Warcraft.
Okay, so what happened, Josh? Why was Nadu? I mean, we knew Nadu was good.
Why was Nadu banned? Did you? Because it was just so atrocious. The play
was like a one cost that can kill a permanent. Like what was it?
No, it's a 3 cost. It's a 3 cost creature that every time you interact with one of your creatures, the first 2 times a turn, you either put a land into play or draw a card off the top of your deck. And there's another card when you interact with it, you create, or when you play a land, you make more things. So you play solitaire for 25 minutes and then either win the game or fizzle. Your opponent goes, and then you have an entire board on turn 3 of every land in your deck and 30 creatures.
That was a mistake.
Can I tell you what I like about this?
Yes.
Wait, about Nadu or about the ban?
About the ban.
Okay.
This card just got released.
Yep.
New set, Modern Horizons 3, set of the year, big deal, huge thing, and they didn't drag their feet on handling.
No,
it's been what, a month and a half?
Nah, hold on.
All right, maybe I'm on Louis' team anymore. I was on your team, Louis, when you were lying to me.
The argument was we saw this happen at the Pro Tour, and then we had RCQ Modern Season coming up, and they could have banned it to start the season, but they said, nope, sticking to our ban schedule. Everyone knows it's going to get banned halfway through the season. So the first half of the season, you're playing Nadu and teching for Nadu. The second half of the season. So no, and that's a legitimate criticism, because if you're taking this seriously, you spent a bunch of money on the best deck, most of which is now useless. Or you spent a bunch of money on tech against the best deck, most of which is now useless. So the argument was they could have done this in a timely fashion before the season started because it was a foregone conclusion. It was guaranteed to
Omnath, right? 6 weeks after it was released too. That seems to be their kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like again though, like they also could have just let this run its course for months, a season or months.
No, they could not. No, they could not have.
I mean, they
the
definitely
gameplay patterns.
There's some they did that when the game is broken, they don't care and they won't do the bannings need to do to fix the game. Like, we have seen this before. And like
we've seen it right now with other
and
games.
like I'm not in on the modern TCG thing, but like if there have been games where like cards have been broken, they said we're going to let it run its course, and whenever that thing dies, it dies.
Right, but we're talking about like real viable games with a massive player base that matters, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, Gokana bans cards too now.
So what I'm saying is we're giving them credit. Yeah, you're right. It's a set that just came out. They knew they were going to ban it. They took the hit. They said, hey, it's from our newest set. They should have done it 3 weeks ago.
June, July. It's been 2 months.
Should have emergency banned.
June 14th.
We should have emergency banned the card because
I don't know.
We saw if we didn't have the Pro Tour where we saw this happen and we saw exactly not only how the game played out and how bad of a play experience it was, but also how dominant it was. It checked both boxes.
To me, that's the big thing, right? It's like if it ruins the play experience, you got to get rid of the card.
And they have shown a history. Sensei's Divining Top being a wonderful example. If it ruins play experience, they're like, hey, this is not a good game to play or watch. We don't want it, right? We're out. Hogak, same way.
Yeah, I forgot Hokak.
That being said, I agree that they should do it early, but they also ban more than just Nadu, right? So is part of the time that it takes to make sure that you figure out, like, it was Greif in that deck? No. So Greif is a different
whole nother discussion.
Different thing entirely. Come on, Louis.
Well, no, it's just it conflicts their statements of why they ban things.
Yeah.
It was a weird one.
Gotcha.
Because if they ban Nadu because of play experience, that we all agree, if it's bad for the players, bad for the viewers, bad for Magic, get it out. Ban it. We all agree. Greif's kind of been that way for some time now.
Yeah.
It's, hey, we set up for a game of Magic.
Would you say that
now we're both going to start with 3 cards in hand and I have a 4/3. Go.
Would you say that it's caused some grief amongst
I would not say that, mostly because I don't have to lowball my content.
god! What do you mean low ball? That was the best thing Louis ever said in this podcast.
The snort was good. The snort made it.
That was really good. I liked that one. That was good.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Let's not pat them on the back too much, though.
I had that one in my pocket.
I want you to know that's what made it so good is I knew that. I know you did not come up with that. I know you were waiting all day for it.
Yeah. That's all I got today, guys. Sorry. You should probably just click away.
Thank you for joining me to with you.
That's all the content I've worked on for all week. Okay, so I don't want to speak kindly of Magic the Gathering anymore. I would like to complain about a couple things.
There's something to complain about. Let's see if we get it.
They also said that they banned it, or that originally, correct me if I'm wrong, but originally the card was less powerful. It didn't have the draw on it, maybe? Is that what it was?
It was when your opponent targets your things 2 times a turn. It wasn't any time. And it lets you play permanent spells at flash speed. And
they said that they changed it because they wanted to excite commander players, because the original version of Nadu wouldn't excite the commander player base.
There's a commander subset. What are we doing? God. Did they take the design of this product to New Zealand? Did they what is happening? What are we doing?
After the playtesting, there was a series of last-minute checks of the sets by various groups. This is the normal operating procedure, and a series of opportunities for folks in various departments to final feedback. In one of these meetings, there was a great deal of concern raised by Nadu's flash granting ability for commander play. After removing the ability, it was clear that the card wouldn't have an audience or a home in commander play.
This is the lead designer of the set.
So this is my problem with the way that Magic designs things. If you don't have like a main game, like they're like, hey, store championships have to be standard. Oh, by the way, we've got Modern Horizons as the set of the year and the thing we want everybody to do. Oh, but also we're printing cards for Commander. It's like all over the place. They need to have a main format that they care about and let the rest of the stuff be organic.
That's incorrect. And also, what Nadu, the one card that is now banned, not a great example for their entire philosophy for the whole year, and Modern Horizons 3 still a very successful set.
The problem is like Magic is just won and they've won hard. Like that's the problem. Is that like there's 10 like everybody who plays TCGs plays Magic or will play Magic.
That's fair.
And so like at the end of the day, there's just too many players to have a format, because each format appeals to a different group of people.
And well, that's 100% true. We've seen other games try to emulate this. We've seen other games try to force their player base into have to play all of our formats, and they don't have the player base to support it. Wait,
100% agree with that statement.
MetaZoo, there's more than one way to play MetaZoo?
I have no idea.
There's exactly 0 ways to play MetaZoo.
No, there's one way to play MetaZoo. It's you open the packs and throw the cards in the garbage.
That's not true.
Prove it. I don't know. I know he has.
I keep my packing materials close, bud.
That was a gift, man. That was a gift I gave you.
It's a shitty gift.
It's a shitty gift.
We should. Oh, do we have to delete this video now because there's MetaZoo in it?
Oh, boo! That was low hanging fruit again.
Just joking. We make fun of everybody on this podcast. That's what we do.
But not each other, or not, except for people who are not on the podcast. We're not allowed to make fun of them, or else we get angry.
I just did though.
My card throwing was pretty on point at the camera there.
I don't that was pretty good. I'll be honest. That was impressive.
I guess my point with that statement was like, even in Modern Horizons 3, which is a set that's for Modern, they've put focus on Commander. Like, I just feel like they need to streamline things.
One of us on this podcast complained about this when it was announced there'd be a Commander subset. It said, great, now everything's going to be made for Commander in this stupid set. I was so mad about it.
Well, I
raged and I cried.
I was on your team with the Louis think it's bad, but I'm on Louis' team with that's too bad. Commander's won. Like, Commander's the format.
I agree with
Nothing
that.
else matters.
Yeah, nobody disagrees with you.
Yeah. Like
you're on the team with
honestly,
everyone.
Commander's getting boring.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting
had a bad week, if I'm being honest.
That's true. I'm
not sure Commander's getting boring as much as
I'm getting into my 3-year Magic stint where like everybody quits Magic after 3 years. It's almost at the 3-year mark where I've been back involved in Magic, so I'm ready to quit again. I don't know.
You're only supposed to do that. You're only supposed to do that once, buddy. It's you quit after 3 years, and then you come back and you're stuck. That's the goal.
I've sold my Magic collection 3 times already. I guess we do Pokemon now on the channel. I guess is that the future?
Guess the Pikachu win the Pikachu.
That's the Pika win the Chew.
Anything else about this, Josh? What's going to be the next meta deck then? Like, what's the next deck to come up after this?
You totally missed on where Wizards of the Coast screwed up the biggest and where they are greedy. You had a chance to go Wizards of the Coast bad, Wizards of the Coast greedy, Wizards of the Coast care about secondary market. Man.
Well, don't give me so much grief about it. Just tell me.
Yeah.
The One Ring was right there. It's in like 53% of decks.
It's a bad take. Lord of the Rings is pumping right now. You gotta keep that going.
Buddy,
gotta keep that going, baby.
Nailed it. This is a universally agreed upon take, just so you know. You are the only one on the other side of that line.
Dude, the One Ring dropped way down right before the thing, and then shot straight up after the ban.
Greif catching a stray as like the other ban. Like, oh, well, it's strong and makes for a bad play experience. But remember that set that's pumping? Let's keep that train. Keep that going.
Do you remember on this podcast when one of us said that the One Ring will never be worth more than $5 because it was in a bundle?
Because it was in the bundle?
Yeah.
Did I say that?
No, that was 100% you. Yeah, 100% you.
Me?
That was the dumbest take anybody's ever had on the podcast.
Me or Josh?
It was you.
No,
me?
it was
No.
It was
you.
Are we pawning it off on George?
Yeah, he said that it would never be because no card had ever been worth more than $5.
Yeah. You know a lot of facts about this take, Louis, off the top of your head somehow, magically. I wonder why that is. Has this been ruminating in the?
You're really not going to help me gaslight George live on the podcast?
I would absolutely believe I said that. I would absolutely believe I said that. That would not surprise me.
We had it in the palm of our hands. You're really not going to let that happen.
After you tried to go back to the Greif well, I can't let you get away with this one.
Gosh, good grief, Josh.
You're on a roll tonight. This
I
is
almost
the Louis
forgot about
podcast.
that.
I've never had this happen before where you're good at content.
Yeah.
Is this new?
They should make a whole saga about this.
You being good at content?
Urza's saga?
There's another card that got banned called Urza's
saga. I thought it got restricted.
Whatever. It's the same thing.
Same thing.
It's not.
They should restrict more cards.
I think that's bad design. I hate restricting cards.
They should restrict the One Ring for lore for labor.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. George, you know what the difference between restricting and banning is? Restricting is that you can only have one of it.
You couldn't guess with the One Ring context clue there.
He wasn't listening. He was watching he's probably watching Netflix.
I have WoW pulled up. I think I'm going to start playing. Once we get to the Lorcana section.
I don't know how to log on to Netflix on this computer yet, so I can't log on to Netflix yet.
Josh, can I ask you a question that might get me in trouble?
I'm in.
What is Explorer?
Pioneer on Arena.
Come on, Louis.
I always forget Arena exists.
Amalia. Boom. 20 minutes later. Got the name.
So they just banned the same cards as they did in Pioneer.
The goal is, and they've stated this, that one day Explorer will just be Pioneer, but while the full set of cards isn't available, they have to call it something else.
I see. Cool.
And that was promised in 2023 and 2024 and now in 2025. So
will people start coming to my modern events now?
Yeah.
No, because it's the same thing as when you first started talking about Magic. You poo-poo it.
No, I don't. Nobody who plays
on this
Magic,
podcast.
Nobody who plays Magic the Gathering watches this podcast.
That's true.
The people in my store, who like me, watch the podcast, but the people who are just there who would be playing Modern, they watch real content. They watch real content.
Oh, that's
I hear all the time that people don't want to build a deck because of Nadu. So, like, will this fix that?
No, it's the same thing we discussed last time, right? We discussed people don't want to build a deck because fetch lands are too expensive. Fetch lands got cheaper. Now they don't want to build a deck because of MH3. Now they don't want to build a deck because of Nadu. They want to complain about something.
Gotcha. We should complain about other things other than Magic.
We do. Welcome to May the Zoo be with you. Season 3.
All right, what's the next topic?
Oh God, I keep going down here for the 3, but it's up there now. The new camera location.
I see you keep looking down. And I'm like, why are you staring at the bottom of your screen?
It's kind of freaky. Your new camera is like, your camera looks as good as Josh and I's, and we have real cameras.
Tim Apple hooking me up.
Steve Jobs was so much better.
Literally nobody would ever dispute that.
Apple has gone so downhill since him.
But like, it had to. He's like, he's maybe the best tech visionary to ever live. I don't expect like Tim Apple to like carry that mantle.
You know his name is Tim Cook, right?
Not to me.
Okay. Tim Apple.
Nor to my socks.
All right. So I wanted to talk about Mystery Booster 2, but then Josh was like, this is a stupid topic. Let's talk about something else. He gave me a ton of
that. He did. I said, this is stupid. You're stupid. You should feel bad.
He gave me a lot of grief about it.
There you
he
go.
wanted to talk about the Nightmare bundle. And so what I decided to do was merge the two topics together.
Baby time.
And have a baby called MB2 versus Nightmare.
Mystery Nightmare version 2 electric bundle.
So importantly, for people who don't know, the Nightmare bundle comes out about 3 weeks after the rest of the Duskmourn product. Okay. Mystery Booster 2 comes out pretty around the time that Duskmourn comes out in terms of shipping. I think it's said end of September, which is literally pre-release weekend for Duskmourn. If you had $1,000,
I wish.
Would you put that money towards Mystery Booster 2, or would you put that money towards Nightmare? Why?
Go ahead, Louis. Take it away.
I would put that money towards Mystery Booster 2. My why is that I want to draft that every day for an entire week and have a lot of fun, because that seems like an absolute blast. And Nightmare, you can't really do much with it.
So here's the problem, George. He's right. That's the correct take. Here's the other problem. He also tried to make it about the value of the product and then turn the audience on his side by saying, but I just want to play with my friends. No, this is also going to be a more valuable product. You're going to get a better return on the Mystery Booster in the long run. 100%.
Really?
Why? 100%.
I'll put a caveat on that. We don't know if they're going to distribute it to stores or not.
Yeah, and this is what I wanted to talk about with Mystery Booster 2. Do you guys think that, because originally for Mystery Booster 1 it was not supposed to go to stores, but then we had this thing called, are we allowed to say the pandemic?
I think you're not allowed to say it. I think you're allowed to say it now.
We're allowed to say pandemic?
Are we?
COVID-19.
Let me get out of the screen first.
We had the pandemic, and then they were like, oh, stores, you don't have anybody coming in because you can't. Here's a case of Mystery Boosters. And then they just kept printing it for like 2 years.
I mean, like, I don't know why they wouldn't give stores access to this product. Like, I don't know why they would not do that.
I mean, I definitely hope they will.
Oh,
they haven't,
too. I mean,
they haven't said anything about that. I don't know.
Convention exclusives are stupid.
I think conventions exclusives are stupid when they aren't sold at the convention at all. Josh and I have gone to 2 like MagicCon and Gen Con, of which they didn't have these, and now we have to buy it on secretlayer.com.
Yep. Like, if it's gonna be a MagicCon exclusive, it shouldn't, or a convention exclusive, it should be a promo or something, right?
Yeah.
And it should be given out to everyone who walks in the door.
Yeah.
Like that's the cool part, right? That's what makes a convention. I
think they limited it to 20 people per day and sell it for $150.
Dang, are you shouting out D23?
No, that was not a convention exclusive at all.
Oh,
I think that they should have Mystery Booster retail edition, like we had at
before. Yeah,
you let me finish. like we had before.
No.
And that should be sold in stores. And then they should have Mystery Booster Convention Edition, which should be at conventions for the first year, and then year 2 sold on Secret Lair.
That's not bad.
So I guess it depends. If there's no difference outside of maybe a couple treatments or like cards that aren't
there's
playable.
a whole different set of cards in retail. All the foil. So in the retail version of Mystery Booster 1, there's a foil in every pack, and it replaces the what's it called card?
Playtest card?
The playtest card. Yeah.
Sure.
But the rest of the cards are the same.
But like the playtest cards aren't, and correct me if I'm wrong, Commander players, mainly George, are not Commander legal. Is that correct?
No,
that's correct.
People rule zero them all the
sure.
time.
But as far as official rules go, they're not Commander legal. I don't mind excluding something that you literally can't play in the ecosystem for conventions only, right? It falls under treatments to me. You're not gatekeeping anybody in that sense. Like the playtest cards are fun for the draft experience. They're fun for the limited experience, but it's not like, hey, I don't have this card, I can't participate in my Commander night. Hey, my deck needs this card, right? And I didn't go to a convention, so I can't get it. As long as we're not doing that, we're fine. I'm fine with you excluding, you having an edition where you exclude cards that aren't playable anywhere and change the draft experience a little bit. That's totally
and I'm
fine.
also fine with them doing stuff that's good to get people to go to the cons. We've had a blast at cons, and I think people should
100%.
go and enjoy them. Okay, for the purpose of this topic, let's say that they reprint Mystery Booster 2 the same way that they've done Mystery Booster 1. What do you do? Mystery Booster 2 or the Nightmare Bundle?
Mystery Booster 2 all day long. It's so much more versatile. Let's say the whole market tanks. You, like you said, you still have something you can play with. You still have something that's a whole box opening experience. And yeah, dollar for dollar, it's more expensive, but I think it's the cooler product.
Yeah,
I love the complete bundle. I'd take Mystery Booster 2 over the complete bundle, not for financial advice, but for like a product I'd rather have on a rainy day sitting at my house. 100%.
100%.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the complete bundle has already gained so much value. I don't think the complete bundle can. Maybe it can, but I don't see the complete bundle continuing to.
You got to say it. You can't.
Oh, let me sell them first. Let me sell them first.
You got to get there.
All right, head on over to the channel, and I'm offering some openings for complete bundles because
George is out to kill another TCG.
Now it's ruined.
Complete bundle 1K. We all know what's going there. It's all right.
It's ironic. I can see a shelf with some Monarch boxes as I'm sitting here.
I know what that set is. Is it a butterfly?
It's not one. It's not 1K.
Yet. Wait for inflation.
We'll all be dead.
The Nightmare Bundle also, according to MVP Sports and More.
The Bible. Hold on. He's quoting scripture to us. This is Louis' religion.
Has a 4x print run compared to the complete bundle. So
last week it was 2x.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was 4x.
I think it was 2x. I think last week was 2x because we had a 200% versus 100% discussion on this podcast.
Josh is right about that, actually.
I'm aware.
MVP.
This is great content.
150.
Use my internet.
Has 200% the allocation of the complete bundle. 200%. Is that 2x or is that 4x?
How would it be 4x? How would you get to 4x?
Is this Groundhog Day? Is this just?
There are a bunch of things you could get there from. How do you get to 4x from?
Are we just rerunning? Are we doing podcast reruns?
Like you could get to 3x by being like it's 200% more, so it's the base plus 200%.
We've become The Office. I want you to know our best seasons are behind us, but we've still got some good jokes to throw to.
Gosh, you guys are giving me so much grief today.
I don't think that's what's happening.
Oh, you missed it, George. You missed it. He did the grief thing again. You're supposed to giggle.
I did.
Yeah,
that's good.
It was another good joke.
God, you're on top of this today.
I know. I've been flying over it. that was a Nadu joke.
You know what? You know what's sad? You know what's even sadder? Is I got it right away. That's not good for me. That's not
Louis, if it helps any.
This is not healthy.
You've got that wisdom, man. You're just.
Yeah, just stop. Just stop.
George, the card is called Nadu Winged Wisdom.
You're hurting all of us so much. This is so painful.
Great. That's great.
Oh my gosh. We should ban cards all the time. It makes 100%. The content so
great
easy.
Content.
Yeah, and see, we could have had 2 ban announcements.
Man.
You wanted 1. Lame.
Right. That was fun. Okay, what else do you want to talk about? Josh, do you want to talk about anything else with the Nightmare Bundle? Because you really wanted to talk about the Nightmare Bundle. What did you want to talk about?
No.
No, I'm serious. Well,
that's so petty. I love it so much.
What?
Yeah, you're such a little baby about podcast topics. So nobody helps with topics, and then someone suggests it. Be like, no, mine's better.
No, well, what else do you want to talk about with the Nightmare Bundle? Because we talked about it last week too.
And Mystery Booster 2 was just the top of your list, buddy.
But we got into it. This week we really got into it.
We're really getting into it.
Yes, wait till spoilers. We're going to really get into those 8 spoilers.
All right. We also had a Dungeons and Dragons secret layer this week.
This is the worst topic.
Did this sell out?
This is the topic that was the worst topic.
Wait, what's wrong with the secret layer topic? Why don't you like Dungeons and Dragons?
Go ahead. Start us off, Josh.
Why don't you... Louis explaining the topic, George. That's how this podcast.
No. Don't put this on me, Josh. You are the one who wanted the topic. You just said it was a good topic. Let's go.
Hold on, boo boo. Hold on. In the pre-show, I gave you topics. You picked this one out. You got fixated on this one, so you go ahead and start it off. Oh, George, if he's allowed to have goldfish memory, so can I.
Do these come with dice?
Yeah.
Well, see, now he's interested. See what I did there?
I bought a bunch of them. Do they come with dice?
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
No, they don't.
Josh, can you tell me if they do?
I think they come with dice.
They don't. It's not in the contents.
I thought they come with dice.
It's not in the contents, but it is on the picture.
God. Us picking the topics 30 seconds before the podcast, the only thing better is us learning about the topic on the podcast.
From my understanding, we weren't going to talk about
the only way this gets better is when it's clear we know nothing.
Okay, the only thing I want is the Faithless Looting. That's the old DM book.
Yeah, that's the best one.
That's the only thing I want. Sorry, it's the Player's Handbook. But I bought a bunch of those. I bought a bunch of the bundles.
Did you get the bundliest bundle?
Yeah.
Do you sell these in store? So when you buy these personally, do you just put them on shelves, or is it for your collection?
It depends on how busy I am and how long I forget about them.
Okay.
And when they ship.
Do you want me to translate that for the viewers? Or you want me to leave it alone?
You can translate it so that I know what it means, because I barely
Depends
know.
Depends on if they go up in value and it's worth me selling them, or
you're giving me a lot of credit right now. You think that package is going to arrive and I'm going to go see what it's worth?
You said package.
It's true.
I mean, like, I don't see the value of these going crazy. Even the Monty Python ones aren't like. Let me look. When I look those up,
it's because everyone got mad they couldn't get them and they moved on. Said like, screw it.
Those are only $70 on TCG Player. So if you paid $40 for it, and then after fees and shipping, you're making like what, $15 on a secret layer?
I think the idea is you don't sell it on TCG Player. You sell it for close to TCG Player reference price.
In my store.
Yeah.
I won't. I mean, if somebody's like, "Hey, I missed this. Can I get one?" I'll just sell
and
it
not even just
hey,
you.
Like,
like
this one, can I get one?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Great. I think this is the type of secret layer that you sit on for a couple years, though. Like in 3 years, you could tell me somebody is like, "Oh my gosh, I have to have a playset of Faithless Looting with the Dungeons and Dragons handbook on it."
I just want to make sure you do know this. The stock market exists.
I'm not like Josh.
The best part is 30 seconds ago, he's like, "I'm not going to track the value of this thing." He's like, "But 3 years, buddy. Guess what?
You asked the question."
Me?
You?
The problem is you could also have a grief moment.
Wait, that wasn't very good. That wasn't even good context.
It doesn't matter if they're good. That's what makes the joke so
You
good.
can have a grief moment where they ban Nadu and the value of all this stuff goes down.
Faithless Looting's already banned in almost everything that matters.
Is that true?
Not
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very playable in Commander.
Yeah, it is not a good Commander card. No. I know, because in my Commander deck that got stolen, I had one. Because I just like to play cards that way. When I was around Louis, surprisingly.
Was it MagicCon? In
if
Chicago?
anybody's looking for
and then I looked at GameGrove.gg and noticed my exact deck list for sale. I was like,
God, Louis, if you had done that, I would have thought so much more of you. If you had literally just like stolen his deck and listed it as a deck on your website.
That would have been good.
Like in the same sleeves, in the same case,
and
everything.
Called it Josh's one Commander deck.
They are really highlighting the dice on this. I'm going to go ahead and make a wild speculation that there is a random dice included in each one, and that's going to be crazy. Wild speculation here on Kitchen Table TCG.
We don't do that here. I will not speculate.
How many Arthurian Legend boxes did they print?
16.
28,000.
28,000.
That'd be really good for you. That'd be really good for you if that's right.
Great. I've already sold. I'm sold out.
Did you sell out 28,000 boxes?
Basically.
Oh my God, Louis' Team Covenant. We've come full circle.
I don't know. The Secret Lair seems like a no-brainer to me if you are a Secret Lair fan. But Josh, do you have any insight?
I just want to giggle at you.
You
dude.
wanted to do this topic and you've said nothing.
What do you want me to say? You nailed it. Hey, how many dice are you going to get? How many dice are you going to get, bud?
I'm getting none. I'm going to cancel my orders.
Best and worst podcast we've done.
I'm going to cancel my orders. I'm gonna ban. There's got to be something there. I wish I would have restricted. No, never mind. All right. Anybody else have anything to say about Magic the Gathering?
Go. Yeah, one thing. Halloween bundles to 1K. Continue.
Halloween bundles?
Scary bundle?
Nightmare
what are you
bundle.
talking about?
Nailed it, bud.
Bundle?
Nightmare bundle.
That's actually a valid
bundle.
It's actually a valid standpoint. Like the releasing of that set at basically like Halloween is so perfect. It's so good.
It's got to stay with the Halloween meta. We got to get it in December. It has to work. That's how it has to happen.
I know you guys will find this shocking. I was at Costco the other day, and they already had their Halloween. They already had their Christmas stuff out. Some of it.
Yeah, they have Christmas stuff out at all the dollar stores. I'm like,
how many dollar stores do you go to per week? Do you think?
I have 2 kids. I go to a dollar store at least once a week.
I go to
the dollar store
there.
For 45 minutes. I go to a dollar store.
But you go to different dollar stores, I think is the question.
To the Dollar Tree. That's the one my daughter likes. She likes the green one. She doesn't like the yellow one. Dollar General. I also don't like Dollar General.
Dollar General's the worst.
Everything's like $5.
Nothing deserves $1.
Such a scam.
Such a scam.
I don't like the section stores like that and the Five Below where it's above 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Below, I never really understood the allure of a Five Below.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Even the Dollar Tree, everything's $1.25 now, which is like
it is. That's true.
That's
true.
Like
a pack of Cheetos.
Thanks a lot, Obama, right? Like, I mean,
by my work, there's a Dollar Tree right next to a Subway, and I pass by both of them and get upset.
We're just going for it tonight, boys. We're here for it.
I think
Wait, thanks Obama joke still funny?
You're allowed to do that now. That's not that political.
You've got some tweets about the pandemic because you are stuck in an era in your mind today.
Me?
Yeah.
I was making a thanks Obama joke as a grief joke.
There you go. Nailed it.
Anyway, dollar stores, $1.25 is still pretty good. You can get some really good stuff for $1.25.
Their Cheetos are very good. As a fan of Cheetos, they're Cheetos.
But like
very
it
good.
kills 45 minutes of my kids. We go in, I say pick out 3 things. She says, "Can I get 4?" I tell her no, and then I let her get 4 things anyway. It's great. She has a great day, and I spend $5. So
and what about your other kid?
I spend $10 when they both get something. My youngest kid can barely count to 4, so like sometimes she's got 2 things and she's just done, and she thinks she's it's great.
We know who took after their dad.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Sorcery spoiler season.
How did your spoiler go?
I know neither of you watched my spoiler video,
Of course I did.
Which is
I watched your spoiler video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was Excalibur.
Damn. I really wish you didn't watch it. That would have been way better content.
I did not watch it if it helps anyone.
I support my friends. I apologize.
Are you a subscriber?
I am.
I have Josh's notifications on.
I have Louis' notifications on, which annoys me some days when I'm working.
Real friends support each other.
We came up in a tough space, George. Be nice.
I believe in both of you. Kind of. So, Louis, how did your spoiler go?
It was good. It was a lot of fun. I'll just tell you what I did because I know you won't watch. But my card was Excalibur, which is, I don't know if you know.
I heard that from Josh.
But it's a sword that is in Arthurian legend. Anyway, I put it in a rock. I got a fake.
Oh, you put it in a planter.
Well, it made it look like a rock.
You didn't even remove the plant.
I went to the hobby store next door and I bought all sorts of fake moss and I glued it onto the upside down planter.
All right, can I ask you a question here?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say you put more effort in, that video or the last 2 seasons of this podcast combined?
That video.
What do you mean? Well, that's the dumbest question I've ever heard.
I was way more excited about that video. I don't know what it like. So I used to do video editing like professionally. And
I remember you talking about that job. The air quotes were appropriate.
Yeah, and I have no clue what Josh meant by that, for the record, but I missed that.
You do.
Like I miss editing videos.
Oh, it's your microphone.
Anyway, so I put it in a rock, and then I couldn't get the sword out. Blah blah blah, and then I had like a voiceover explaining Excalibur in a cinematic approach, and it kept cutting to the joke of me trying to get the sword out in different ways. I threw a Diet Coke at it, and
how'd that go?
It was good. And then I ran
threw cash at it at one point, which was weird.
Yeah, throw money at your problems. You've never heard of that? I think it flew right over you.
Did you make it rain?
Flew right over you like Nadu.
Did you make it rain?
No.
I thought it was
money at my problems.
Joke. I thought it was a pump and dump joke.
Sure, it can be whatever you want it to be. I'm not picky.
It's an artist.
Who did your voiceover?
I don't remember their name.
What?
It was on Fiverr.
Well, they did it.
Did you pay somebody to do this video for you?
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
They were the highlight of this video.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I spent some money.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You just spent that much money. You went to Fiverr. You went to
good. Dude, Fiverr's expensive. You can't get anything for $5 anymore on Fiverr.
It's like the dollar store.
Yeah.
It's $5.50 now, George.
Thanks a lot, Obama. 10 years ago, you could get so much on Fiverr. Now, I mean,
you could get a channel intro on Fiverr.
If you want a $5 Fiverr voiceover, it's like 4 seconds. They'll say your name for $5. Anyway, so then I couldn't get the thing out, but then my daughter Ava came and got the sword out, and then she hit me with it. That was the video. That was the punchline.
I heard that Wizards got a physical card and you didn't.
Maybe, or he printed the card. I don't know which one is true.
Scandalous. I like this.
Wait,
proxies like you are. You're both making proxies now.
I just assumed that he printed the card.
Is this a proxy war?
Sure.
I'm in.
I'd get into some beef with Wizards then. That'd be fine with me. He's like
that's a nice guy, right?
Hayne, he's super nice. He's awesome.
A nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's too bad. I can't pick on him.
He told me to visit him when I go to Japan.
He seems super nice every time I interact with him. Yeah. Not that guy, Josh. Hayne.
Yeah, that guy's a jerk.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know. And So my spoiler was Excalibur. Do you guys want to take place in the spoiler season right now, and we can discuss Excalibur? Because I didn't do that in my video because I didn't know what to say.
Because we've entered. Louis doesn't play this TCG. So.
I do, but when you're in spoiler season like that, like you don't have enough data. Like there's like one or two cards that like it really was good for. I don't know. The card before mine is called
spoilers.
The card before mine is called Just a Rock, and that was from Netherlings, who's my favorite sorcery content creator.
You're mine.
I'm not a sorcery content creator. All I do is open packs. The last thing the internet needs is more videos of me opening up packs. Remember, George?
Last thing the internet needs is more videos of you.
Yeah, remember? His is called Just a Rock, and it's a 1-cost ordinary that you throw the rock at anything carrying a artifact, and it destroys the artifact.
Is it Chaos Orb? You get to rip it?
Like the Sorcerer's Stone?
You get to drop it?
Yeah, so it destroys Sorcerer's. It destroys Philosopher's Stone. It destroys my sword. It destroys
for 1 cost,
1 mana, and it's an ordinary, so you can have 4 of them in your deck. So there's been this whole clefubble. Are we allowed to say that? Clefuffle?
Yeah. Mainly because it's not a word. You can say any non-word you want. It's baby talk.
Grief.
It's so good. It's even better than Josh hates it. It's like Tay all over again.
I think you need to sleep, George.
No, I like this, George.
Sleep. I know I need to sleep.
I like George when everything's funny. That's good.
Yeah.
We should do gummies do that to people, make them laugh at things?
I don't need them. I just don't sleep anymore.
Yeah.
I don't sleep. I just travel.
Yeah. We talked about that. I told you should stop traveling.
You told me to go kick those ALS patients right out of right out of the fundraiser. It'd be like, I'm sorry, the podcast comes first.
Anyway, so everyone's been freaking out.
Run over your toe again?
God.
By everyone, I mean,
the toenail has not come off yet, but it's clearly like trying to come off.
Oh, I forgot about your broken toe.
Yeah, I noticed. Thank you. And
it's a toe, dude.
You got 9 more.
Toe.
It can't cause you
9. You literally have 9 more.
It can't cause you that much grief.
I think George is broken.
That's so good.
I think we broke him.
Really good one. The toe is now normal colored again. The toenail and above,
different story.
Very not normal colored.
Have you taken any medicine for it?
No.
Nadu?
So bad.
That was another really good one.
Hurts my soul.
I set that one up.
Gosh, it's like nada, but it's Nadu. I think you got it.
I literally thought to myself, how can I get George to say nothing? I know he's not taking any medicine. Okay, I want to talk about Sorcery Spoiler Season. They are
so hold on. Can I commend them for giving you a card that leans into the design of the new set because it deals with heroes that are multiple resource colors? Your Excalibur does it not?
Yes.
Are you surprised that I know that matters? Because I only collect sharks?
You're connecting me to something that is multiple colors. That's what I'm confused about right now.
I'm confused by this whole conversation.
Isn't that literally what your spoiler card does?
Yes. Why are you surprised that they?
Because it seems complex when it comes to gameplay, and that doesn't seem like you. See, I set that up and we came back.
You did set that up. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
That was a great podcast this week.
So they are taking an approach. So I just saw this and it made me think about
They're taking an approach. They're just giving anyone spoilers.
Duskmourn. Duskmourn spoilers are out, and they have a list of like thousands of people that have things. Like they're doing a ton.
Is it thousands? Hold on.
Where to find?
There are thousands of people that have Duskmourn spoilers.
No, but it's a lot. So I want to compare this. Okay, so this is. Let me send it to you guys. You guys are in the dark. Here. It's a lot of people. Every day there's like 5 people.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards and a lot of sets.
Nadu ban. Got it.
And a lot of fans. Like, what are you?
There's a lot of things. Okay, so essentially the entire set gets spoiled. Okay. Compare that.
Wow. Spoiling sets at 9/11. That ain't a great look. Jeez, oh flip. No decency at Watsy.
Stop
They
giving
can
him
at
grief,
least show
dude.
some grief, man.
Beat ya.
God.
Who's
Lula
Stardust?
Are we gonna get canceled for a 9/11 joke?
At least 9/11 joke. I'm genuinely surprised they're spoiling cards on 9/11.
Really? That doesn't surprise me at all.
Really?
No.
Surprises
But
me.
anyway, so compared that to Sorcery, where they have 8 spoilers, does Sorcery need to do more?
That seems like a comically small amount.
Why?
Why is 8 out of a 220 card set a comically small amount?
What's the negative?
Is that the question? I guess. Like, is that
what's the negative there?
I think that is not enough cards to help people figure out what they're buying.
So,
like, people should figure out what they're buying. 8 cards does not get you there. I'm okay with some secrets, but I prefer this. Like, I think like the last Pro season was good because like they didn't discuss the curios.
They didn't discuss a lot of things last week.
Yeah, like I mean, like going from not discussing a lot of things to discussing nothing seems
Did
like a leap.
I'm not sure they discussed. I'm not sure there was a spoiler season.
I think you had a spoiler, didn't you?
No,
we hope not.
I think you did.
I think they sent me a box to open. I opened a box early.
You spoiled the whole set.
They sent me. I did a deck.
You got a problem with 68 content creators, and you spoiled the whole set ahead of time.
I also think like when you have once in a year, like spoiler season takes on extra importance because it's one a year, and so like spoiling 8 cards a year seems like maybe not enough hype.
So I will say, I think 8 is low out of a big set. I think 8's low,
it's not
but
a big set.
It's not so not
it's
that
like
small.
Roughly the size of Lorcana set. It's 10% bigger than Lorcana set.
Okay. Stop giving me grief, dude. Trying to make a point. I just decided I'm going to play the fiddle too. If you're going to play the fiddle, I'm going to play the fiddle too, dude.
It would be so much more funny if George refused to laugh when you did it. He's like obviously off his game because if he was on his game, he would only laugh when I was.
He's obviously off his game because he thinks you saying the word grief is funny,
and he would give you grief by not laughing at yours.
Are we sure that George didn't take gummies?
This podcast title is 100% going to be Good Grief.
Oh God, we're getting back Charlie Brown.
That's 100% the topic.
Welcome, Charlie Brown fans.
Oh God, we're viewers again.
Yeah, our views have definitely gone down.
All TCG content's down.
So I kind of agree that it's a small number, although I do really like there are people who are legitimately not watching any spoiler videos or anything.
And that's fine. They don't have
to. They
want
to be surprised by the set, and I like that. Like I do like that.
I want to be clear here. I would oppose Sorcery saying you have to by law watch spoiler videos. I would oppose that law.
Yeah, I like there being a mystery to the end result and there being things that are surprising. I do understand what you're saying with not knowing what is in the game. Like I would love to see so they said early on that limited was a big part of the set.
Yeah. So
I would love to see a video or something from them that explains what they did to make limited a factor in this. Like now that we have spoiler cards out, show us another 15 cards that highlight the limited environment of Arthurian Legends.
Does the box come with any like archetype draft limited guide?
I
that we know of that we have heard of.
I think that we know there's a box topper. Do not quote me on that.
Nope, its word is law. Simon, if there's no box stopper, Louis says you failed.
And like beta and alpha both had box stoppers, but it was the same thing every time. I assume that it's the same thing every time.
Are you really going to give him grief about giving you a free card?
It's good.
That was another good one.
I actually think the release here needs to mean more. So I understand that maybe 8's too low, but keeping more of the set secret and making that release night, making that event feel more special might be meaningful. Like, listen, this thing's got to go. We're full in on the one set of the year. This thing's got to go. So the longer you can make it unknown what's in the set, whether it's by a day, a week, a month, whatever it is, I'm game. And I like the fact that they're leaning into that event is special. It's the first time people are laying eyes on the cards. The first time you're really discovering what's in the product. And I think if you're going to do once a year, you have to do this. So I kind of agree with it.
Yeah. And I think that they should lean into that. Like, I think if you are a consumer who has a local game store that you can go to and play at, I think sitting at the table in your local game store, opening a box, seeing the cards for the first time is really important and fun. And that's like a memorable experience to doing that. So I think it's a win. I would maybe like to see, I don't know, a little bit more closer to release.
They could do 40 spoilers and have spoiled a fifth.
No, but who's the 40 content creators? Like, I don't think that there's 40. At some point, like, you're getting to the point where
George, you want to do a spoiler, bud?
Yeah, like at some point they're giving this joke of a podcast a card, called Greif. That wasn't even funny.
They haven't been funny the whole time. You're just now realizing
that's inaccurate.
It was funny.
You're just now getting there.
I don't know. I think 40 seems high.
Weren't you the one that just
the set?
40?
No, George just said that.
A fifth of the set's too high?
I think there's not that much content being made.
Well, that's its own problem.
Sure.
That might be a good way to solve the problem.
What, force people to make?
You understand that you don't have to force people. You can be like, hey, will you do a spoiler? And they can say yes or no.
Yeah.
Time out. There's also a fine line where in that community, I understand giving spoilers to people who aren't, let's say, sorcery content creators, but it feels bad when you are a sorcery content creator. You're in that community, you're grinding, you're doing the hard work, and you see Joe Schmo, the Command Zone, gets a sorcery podcast. And I get it from sorcery's perspective.
Oh, hold on.
It feels bad.
If we're giving the Command Zone a spoiler, I'm all in on it, for the record.
Well, because it's going to pump sorcery in your bags. I totally understand.
That one makes sense. It's
your bags. There's no 4-player mode, but you got heavy bags. I understand.
There is a 4-player mode.
There's not.
It's an in-house mode that you made up.
Yeah, that does not count at all. Ever.
Definitely.
Also,
I'm sure it's a 40-player version.
That's how Commander
I made it up right now.
George, I think you and I played 3-player mode.
Yeah. And want to play a 25-player version with me one day, guys?
It was nuts. We played with Flat Earth Theory, though. The only true way to play.
I don't know what that means. I have no clue what that is.
No clue.
No clue. No clue what you're referencing.
Grief.
Wait, let me try one.
All right.
George. Nadu.
Nailed it. We're back.
Anyway, I'm excited. I think the set looks good. I think people are excited for it.
You don't know what the set looks like. You know what 8 cards look. The set looks good.
It's good.
The set looks good. The cards you saw look good. Stop it. The set looks good.
8 of the. We know more than 8 cards too. Like, they put cards out at Gen Con.
12 cards?
No, we know probably 20 cards.
Wait, hold on. What cards did they put out at Gen Con?
The Witch. They have Love Potion.
The Avatar.
Out. They have Round Table out. They had probably 5 or 6.
Looks good. There's 12 cards out of 240.
There's probably 20 cards spoiled. That's
really
it's 10% of the set.
You really want to die on
it's
that
not.
hill?
It's like 8. It's like 7% of the set, but I love it.
No, everything rounds down, buddy.
That would be 0%.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
220 is the same as 200.
I think it's 240 though.
It's 220 new cards, so there's a lot of speculation that there's going to be reprints.
Oh, they've spoiled those already.
Yeah, because the box says 220 plus new cards.
So there's more than 220 new cards.
There's more than 220, yes, because it says 220. It says over 220 new cards. But there's some conversation.
Wait, hold on. Isn't 240 over 220?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
Okay. Then why do we
know
know
is over 220?
What is it? Greif?
221. Also over 220. You know what else? 222.
2000.
But like, why are we so sure that George's 240 take is wrong?
I'm not.
You're
pretty sure.
You seemed pretty sure just like 30 seconds ago.
You're pretty cocksure about yourself there, big dog. I nailed it. When there's exactly 240, oh baby, watch out.
I will be in grief if that happens. All right, let's move on.
Oh, thank God.
Is there anything else to talk about? Are we done?
Star Wars Set 3. If you were me, how many boxes would you order?
1K.
I was having a conversation with a buddy who owns an LGS today. He's like, "Hey man, how's your Star Wars doing?" I was like, "Oh, complete dumpster fire." And he was like, "Yeah, me too." And you know what he cited as the reason? Take a guess. Let's make the content fun.
No boxes were there at release week.
They didn't print any product.
Oh my God.
Amazon, all of his customers bought from Amazon because he couldn't get product.
This is total and complete fantasy.
What?
Did somebody else telling Louis why his set didn't sell is fantasy?
Like, that is not the problem.
Yeah, sure it is. The set came out. You couldn't get boxes, and then they put all the boxes up on Amazon.
When Lorcana came out first, and there were no boxes available, the price went to $1 trillion.
And then you're missing
here.
And they never went on Amazon.
It absolutely did in the first set, and then the second set, you're missing the other part of the equation here.
The Amazon,
the whole
MSRP
rapidly available to everybody else, not through the game store.
Yeah,
like the whole meaningful part of this conversation.
And now nobody wants boxes.
Yeah, because that's how TCGs work.
Yeah. So, how many Star Wars Set 3 boxes? To put in perspective, I ordered 400 Set 2 boxes.
I'd order less. I'd order less this time if I were you. I'd go lighter.
40?
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I was going to say 24. I think these are not. I think this game is on its last legs.
So it's hard because like the player base is still really enjoying it,
right? So you're saying you have a game with a set that came out and went to the moon, and another set that came out that the print run didn't meet expectations. Yet the player base is really strong. I think we know what's going to happen to these boxes. I think
1K, here we come.
I think we know literally what's going to happen to these boxes, and I think you need to shield yourself from that happening.
Yeah, no, like I'm definitely not ordering.
I think this is going to end very badly.
I mean, if you're a store and you have a group playing the game, you order what you need to facilitate that and keep some on shelves. Like,
I'd ask for pre-orders and order 1 case more than pre-orders.
So, and here's the difference is like, I think this is going to go the way of Lorcana, where you're going to be able to restock now.
I think so.
Of course.
Like with
as it should have been all along.
Yeah, exactly. And so everyone's going to order less. And they told me that I said, how many boxes can I order? And she said, well, we really upped the amount that we ordered that we printed. We really ordered. I don't remember how she phrased it. But anyway,
how many boxes can I order? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
28,000.
I wouldn't give you grief if you ordered all of them.
That's pretty good. That was a good one.
Anyway, all right. That's all I want to talk about for Star Wars. The only other thing to talk about.
To critique Josh's topics ever again. I just want to make that crystal clear. You are
let him. Hey, hold on. Let him have a win.
He
needs a win every once in a while. You can critique my topics, dude.
This is coming from the guy who provided nothing at all for the podcast.
He giggled a lot. You know how much this man has giggled tonight? He has made you feel so good about the lame things that you have said.
Before the podcast even started, you were giving Donald grief for not being in there to give you topics.
That's true. Donald anti-goat this week.
He missed it.
Where's the laugh?
He missed it.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't think about it.
It's almost funnier when he misses it.
Yeah.
When he doesn't laugh, it's almost funnier.
Donald was anti-goat this week.
He was too busy playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah, he's gonna play WoW with me. He's goat.
All right. Tell us all about Lorcana.
So GTS and Alliance.
No, you want to talk about the developer. Don't come at me and criticize my topic ideas.
That was a better topic than mine.
My topic.
That was a better topic than mine. I'll give you the shout out. Mine was an interview with a designer like 3 weeks ago. I'll be honest. So it's not recent.
All right. So Lorcana is now at GTS and Alliance. Already was at Southern and PhD.
I think this is really big. Like they have every distributor now. It's like Pokemon. They collected them all.
Are you surprised, Louis?
They're not at Magazine Exchange.
I mean, I guess that's technically true.
They're not at what was MetaZoo's? Golden.
They're not at Golden.
They're not at Golden.
Mike's Garage.
God, does Golden still exist?
Yeah, I got an email from them yesterday. That's what I just thought of.
God, what do they sell now?
Old war
Star Wars,
like wargaming, but like not good, not Warhammer,
not
like,
GMT,
like wargaming that's like World War II minifigures. It's something that like
how is that company in business?
My stepdad would probably play.
That's wild. I've not been Golden.
Nope.
Anywho, like, yeah, we like.
I need to give Doug a bunch of grief there.
That's the last two. That's another good one. That might be the winner of the night, to be honest. That was a really good one. Like they've got them all now. It'll be interesting to see if they add if they're moving things from PhD and Southern to the two new distributors, or if they're adding more boxes on. I suspect they're moving stuff from PhD and Southern over.
I suspect that PhD and Southern's orders are getting lower as well.
They should.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because stores are like not like when we were chapter 1, I would be ordering thousands of boxes.
Sure.
Now I'm
ordering hundreds.
Right.
Yeah. That's healthy. That's the way games should go.
Right.
I think GTS in particular, they have a unique set of stores that mainly rely on GTS.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big pickup.
I love my GTS rep. He's awesome. Like GTS, I was surprised at how like I thought GTS was so much smaller than PhD and Southern. But they seem, I don't know, like every bit capable as the other distros.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like, unless they carry One Piece, right? Like,
right.
This is a big deal for them too, right? They're no longer the One Piece distributor. They're now the Lorcana and One Piece distributor.
Right.
I think this is a very interesting move. I was surprised by this. This surprised you? This surprised me.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even have it on my radar. No. I guess because like if I was only at GTS, I would have been like, oh, I wish it would. Like I used to be like, I wish that Southern and PhD would get One Piece, and I anticipate that that's happening too. I think we'll see One Piece move over to.
I thought so too, but like it hasn't happened, and I keep like that. Like those reps promised us that was going to happen 2 years ago. Like remember, like it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Now they have that Arena Union nonsense coming out.
Oh my god, dude, that game sucks. I've lost so much money on that in Fusion World.
I remember a great looking guy talking to you about this and being like, Louis, they've had 1 success and 55 failures. It's like Fantasy Flight and Asmodee all over again. Yeah. And you were like, no, but One Piece.
Listen, you got to lose sometimes. Like, you got to experience that grief so that you can experience the successes of other things. If you never
could have had soaring in there.
If you never
had soaring in there, you messed that one up.
If you never feel grief, you can never feel the soaring highs of flying through success.
God,
you just don't possess the wisdom.
It's like having Nadu. It's like having
fumble Rooski.
if you have not a Greif.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, this is a big deal. It's good.
I'm surprised by this.
Does it? Is it still going to be brick and mortar only? I assume so.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least they have not announced a change of that yet.
Because One Piece, I don't think is brick and mortar. It might be. I don't want to say that. I don't know for sure.
If I'm Bandai, I'm not super happy with this.
Would you say that you're in Greif? This podcast borderline unwatchable if you don't like the Greif.
Define borderline. Define
Time out.
borderline.
I'm willing to go above and beyond and make it more watchable.
Josh is playing World of Warcraft on the podcast. All right, everyone, we're done. This is it. We're done.
I'm getting us
Done.
viewers. Imagine all the people pumping in right now.
George, what's the Shoreshire sauce? Get it out.
Are we doing that?
I don't know. It's your.
We have 5 minutes.
You're giving me grief about the topics, and you don't even have a Shoreshire sauce.
Is cereal a soup or a salad?
Soup.
This is important
Soup.
to me because I can eat one of them, not the other.
100%
It's a
soup.
F both of you.
That's a terrible Shoreshire sauce.
Yeah, that was awful.
I think
All
it's a salad.
Nope, you failed.
Shout out to all the people who wanted a shorter podcast. You got what you wished for. You can go watch You can go watch all the World of Warcraft content over on Josh's channel at hometownwow.tcg. Homertownwow.com. I bet you homertownwow.com is not an appropriate website.
I bet it's not.
I have no idea what's going on in this game.
You should go to penisland.com and find out.
And you can go subscribe to George's channel nowhere because he doesn't exist. And go buy stuff at gamergrove.gg.
Gamergrove.gg.
Use the discount code GamerGrove.
Gamergrove.gg.
Save 6%. And
that was 8%.
That's 6. And
I thought it was
7% this week. Spice it up a little bit.
The code isn't even active anymore, but I'll try to fix that.
Whoa, dude!
What a pump and dump.
Jeez!
I'll fix it before Friday.
Louis, this is the podcast, not your next NDTCG pump and dump, okay?
All right. Thanks for giving me so much grief, everybody. Have a great day. Be kind to the people around you. And may the grief be with you.
And also with all of you.
Nadu!